Brass Ensemble. What was your name again, sorry?
Sid, they call me Kid Sid in Brooklyn.
Kid Sid, Brooklyn. And you've been to New Zealand 3 times, or?
Yeah, love New Zealand, man. We're gonna retire here when we old dudes and Grace still playing the brass, man. We're gonna be right here in New Zealand.
You're saying that this is like your homecoming almost?
Yeah, man, because see, y'all are on the other side of the planet, man.
Yeah.
So we can't come as much as we would like. When we come, we have to make it count, man. So we coming around to Auckland, Wellington, just overall trying to get our little, it's places we going that's off the grid, off the city map, that we just checking out the city, seeing our black sand beaches, our white sand beaches, like we soaking it up. Our father's an astronomer, and New Zealand is the best place. Lately, it's passing around to see stars. So like at nighttime, now they all inverted.
Yeah.
So when we see them, it's like up to down, and y'all see them down to up. But we invert them and like best star watching, stargazing it is on planet Earth right down here. So we appreciate when we down.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So your stage is essentially hip hop focused, but what we really want to know is what kind of music are you guys into outside of hip hop?
Outside of hip hop, Watch the Throne. J and J.
But that's pretty hip hop. That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, but see, this is the thing. Eclectic hip hop. Now, majority was inside all our databases. It's like 90s hop, Tupac,
Doctor,
Ready to Die. Illmatic. We listen to the old stuff because that's when it was more expressive.
Right.
Now it's more like they take what's out there and they reflect it back. 90s hop was just like you bring it off from inside yourself, same as Hypnotic does. So
what do you think of new school rappers like Frank Ocean and Tyler? Are you down with those cats?
It's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? We give shout out to everybody doing their thing, especially across the world. Like we listen to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But as far as things that's on the radar, we miss it until people start buzzing and letting us know. Because we songwriters, so we can't just afford to listen to everything that's good, because then you'll hear a little bit of it bleeding into our music.
Right.
So we shut ourselves off a lot of times. So it's stuff people know about that we would seem like novices with, because like we shut ourselves off from the rest of it. But we fuck with them though. So
I guess the tipping point for you guys is that you're all brothers. You probably heard this question like a million times. But within yourselves, do you guys feud, or who's the lead brother?
Hey man, this is what we always say.
Just quietly, who's the lead brother?
For everyone.
Yeah.
Now right to that question right there.
Yeah.
You got any brothers, man?
I got an older brother.
You listen to what he say?
No, not at all.
Okay, why you think it's different for us, man? We the same family as anyone else. And even a little bit better, because can anyone out there imagine being with your brothers or your sisters all the time? Having to agree.
That's kind of cool
on everything. Yeah. Even as far as writing music, picking a city to tour in, everything, we doing it as a whole. And it's like, we always say it's 70% arguing, 30% agreeing. That's what brings what people love.
Nice.
We get on each other's nerves as much as we impress and make each other happy.
Nice. I'm gonna hit you with a deep question, and it's gonna be real quick. But essentially, you guys tour a lot. But where do you think like music's going? Do you think it's digital in terms of the way that you get money, or is it
I think this is what I think. That's a good question too.
Yeah.
Because music was going digital 2002 all the way to 2008, 2007. But then people found out that what the audience wants. It's good for recording. You use all that equipment. We use them when we record for some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But when you come live, people want to feel your performance. And in order to feel like they need musicianship. They need somebody with an instrument that you took time to train and master.
Right.
And give your own shine through that instrument. So nowadays, it's getting to the point where digital ain't gonna cut it. Like, even for the dudes that's still getting away with it, they got a little bit more time, man. Because overall, like even you see, like Watch the Throne I was talking about, they touring that whole album live. It wasn't recorded live, but when you see it, they gotta have somebody playing it live for you to feel it. So live music is what the whole world is returning.
Do you get down with DJs using like Serato and all that software, or?
Yeah, like
you like these cats, or?
You have to think of it like this. They are tools. Now you can't be a DJ who is dependent upon this one tool here. Even a dude who feel like he only gonna spin on the techniques. You have to use it all and be more creative with your tools. It's like a dude with a carpenter, man. He don't got like a hammer and a screwdriver on his belt. He got a whole box and a belt and everything. So you use it all according to what your audience wants. But that's what it is all about. That's the key. What does the audience need? what they feel. And that's what you give them. And every show I think is different. Like I'm an apprentice DJ right now, so I'm learning. You know, he tell me, you know, you don't want to just do the pioneers, you don't want to just do the techniques. You want to flip it up.
I recently did an interview with Nick Catcherdubs of Full Gold Records. Full Gold, you know that cat?
Yeah.
What do you think of their label? Like, they're doing good things in New York?
They doing the same thing we trying to do, man. That's just like, take control. We call them the suits.
Who, Nick and A-Track?
Not them.
Yeah,
the suits are the guys who are trying to take music and turn it into like a brand. Like Tide detergent.
Well, they're doing a good job. They're dominating.
No, not them.
Yeah.
What they're doing, like what we're doing, is opposite of what the suits are doing. So they run the industry, and you have different companies out here who are trying to give the people real music in spite of how the industry is
this formula. They're not about the formula. It was Nick was saying that you know, he was all about, I guess, just putting shit out there, and if it floated, it floated. If not, it sunk.
And that's what creativity is. That's what people want to hear from musicians. You don't want to give people what they want to hear. You want to give them what you can give them to hear. And let them choose. And they're going to choose what touches their soul and their spirit. Our father, Phil Koran, taught us everything we know.
Right.
And his whole basis of his teaching was now music. That means you take your whole day, everything you experienced, and you put it into your creativity. So we never play 1 hour songs the same as we did a day before. It's because it's always morphing and changing according to what we experience. And that's what people need out of their musicians. Because they take that and they take it to their job, or to their business, or just to their hobby, and they run with it. And it blossoms into something totally greater.
Well, I'm conscious of your time, so from everyone here at Bass FM and the Cut Press, we want to give you big ups.
Hey man,
you're welcome back.
It's only the first time. It's only the first time, man.
Yeah.
And we keep coming back here. I'm telling you, like twice a year if we can help it, but at least once we can come to this side of the globe and let everybody know what's up, man. This is like one of our favorite places on planet Earth. It's beautiful. The people, just like you can't explain how they receive us. Like, man, we ain't been happy in a lot of places this tour, but like you can see from the first song, we were like excited, elated, man. We got here yesterday afternoon. We soaked up the town a little bit. Last time was on a Gorillaz Plastic Beach tour.
That shit was dope. What do you think of the Olay song when everyone was trying to get you on? You know, with the kind of encore.
Hey, well, you know what?
Yeah.
I can say this. We was not gonna come on unless they did that. We don't just, some bands be like, let's do an extra one, let's go.
Yeah.
And if y'all want us to, we will. But unless they absolutely want us. And certain places on the world are live than other places. And we don't make fun of like, oh yeah, well, France was tight and Germany was bad and all kind of shit like that. Like we just show love to everybody. And if y'all want it, we gonna give it to y'all. Because everything you seeing out there, people forget this. You're listening to our breath. You listen to Hypnotic Brass. You're not listening to like some buttons pushing. It's just us breathing into horns. So everything you give us is like your breath. Like we're gonna give it back. So that's for the world to realize that everything you give us, we're gonna give it back to you. And down here in Auckland tonight at Powerstation, like they gave their all. We gave our all right back.